Congratulations on being named First Captain. What does that mean to you to be the highest ranking cadet in your class and at West Point?
Well, sir, it's a complete privilege and an honor to be named in the top position for the Corps. My classmates and my peers they think highly of me. That's what that shows, as well as the leadership, and they think I have a lot of leadership potential. So I plan on being able to use that to my advantage to help make the Corps better.
And where are you from, and why did you decide to attend West Point?
I'm from Alexandria, Virginia, right outside D.C. I attended Mount Vernon High School. And I wanted to come to West Point because I wanted to be an Army officer, and searching through ROTC and then learning about West Point, I figured this would be the best option.
What distinguished you to be a candidate to be First Captain of the Corps Cadets?
Well, sir, since plebe year, I've sought out leadership positions in the Corps, working with my classmates, whether they're in my class or outside of it, higher or below. And through that, then doing KSL boards or Key Summer Leader boards here, we had to compete for our summer leadership positions, and I earned the right to be the regimental commander for CBT2, or Cadet Basic Training, the 2nd Detail.
And we know what your last order is, and that's dismissed, but what are some of the things you do during the year before, during the course of your senior year?
Well, sir, running the daily operations of the Corps, trying to help maintain that, bettering the Corps whatever we can. When we see changes that can be made that the Corps wants or that needs to be made in order to keep integrity, that's the kind of things we do, as well as making sure that the Corps is the best as it can be, the world's preeminent leadership institution, and holding to that.
Congratulations. And what have you learned about yourself through your West Point experience so far?
I've learned a lot about my leadership style. I think that's probably one of the most important things I've learned. You don't always have to yell at people or be an authoritarian in order to get things done. It's probably better to actually be more personable, understand them on a human level. And that's usually the best way to get things done. That's what I've learned most here from the Academy. Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could tell us a little bit about the march back today and the basic training that the freshman class just completed.
Well, the basic training, or cadet basic training, is 6 weeks long, broken up into 2 details. So the first detail is 3 weeks, and the second detail another 3 weeks. And throughout the entire course of both details, they'll learn drill and ceremony, basic West Point history, Army history, military knowledge, and then they'll learn their basic military proficiencies. So rifle range, the gas chamber, rappelling, firing AT-4s or M203 grenade launchers, all the fun stuff they play in Call of Duty or see on TV, they get to do during the detail. And then culminating with the march back, a 12-mile march that starts at Camp Buckner and ends here on the apron at West Point. That's a culminating event for them, the final crucible event that really signifies the end of cadet basic training, the beginning of them being transitioned into actual full-fledged cadets into the Corps on A-Day, and then classes on Monday.
We just learned that you are the first class president to be named first captain since Pete Dawkins. Have you had a chance to speak to Pete Dawkins, and what other interactions have you had with members of the Long Gray Line, and what have they told you about your leadership position?
Well, sir, I haven't had a chance to speak with Mr. Pete Dawkins yet. I look forward to doing so. And a lot of members of the Long Gray Line and old grads have told me that I have a lot of responsibility. And that I need to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's for the most part, because the Corps is going to look to me for leadership, as well as our higher leadership, to include the superintendent, the commandant, and to remember to be myself and that I'm a member of the Corps. And I think peer leadership is one of the hardest types of leadership you can do, and it's the only type of leadership we do here at the West Point. So being in the position I am, I think I really have to leverage what I've learned here as far as my leadership style and my peers, and be able to use that to my advantage to make sure the Corps is a great place. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Then you want to go, or?
Just tell us, how do you feel after marching back?
Well, I feel a huge weight's been lifted off my shoulders for one point. I mean, Cadet Basic Training 2nd Detail is a great opportunity. All the leaders, from the regimental staff down to the company level, we all learned a lot. We all worked together. We worked hard. We're all tired, and so now that it's over, we've completed our duties. The new cadets are ready to be accepted into the Corps, and we're ready to get back to the academic year a little bit. So.
And what